Welcome to Super Media Runners, where we run the media to you. So the Borderlands movie is out, and it's bad. It's now being considered one of the worst video game film adaptations of all time. Critics and fans are taking turns bashing away at this estimated $120 million production of a billion-dollar game franchise. So what went wrong? I don't know, but let's discuss the production timeline of the Borderlands movie and maybe make some educated guesses along the way. Starting from the beginning, 2 years after the initial release of the first Borderlands video game, Randy "Magician" Pitchford, the president and CEO of Gearbox, discussed how 2011 was when first talks of a film adaptation of Borderlands came to fruition from the producer duo Avi and Ari Arad, who are incredibly well-known Hollywood producers of several Marvel superhero movies before and during the beginning of the MCU. Fast forward to 2015, and Lionsgate announces a Borderlands movie is in the works with those said producers. In addition of the announcement, one of the crucial film details that will be brought up later in this video is that talks were already swirling of this being an R-rated film. Also, this is a great statement in hindsight from the Arads when the project was announced, by the way. Quote, "Borderlands has a unique story-driven narrative energy and rich, multi-dimensional characters that position it to become a singular motion picture event." May 2015, Australian filmmaker Leigh Whannell, writer and actor, was in talks with Lionsgate to serve as the writer and director of the film. But later in 2016, it was announced that Aaron Berg would be penning the script. If you check on IMDb, Berg is still credited with revisions to the script in 2024, but moving on. 2018, Orion Uziel would later take on script duties from Berg. Eli Roth would be officially announced to be attached as director in February 2020, with Primetime Emmy Award winner Craig Mazin now being reported to pen the script. And then, well, you know the story. A little thing called a global pandemic happened, but that didn't stop them from, officially announcing the cast, starting with Cate Blanchett getting top billing as Lilith in May 2020, with the rest of the cast people would later be baffled by being announced between January and April 2021. Oh, and do you want an update on the script that two-time Primetime Emmy Award winner Craig Mazin wrote? In a GameSpot article in 2021, Haley Bennett, who plays Lilith's mother in the film, would give a sneak peek look at the Borderlands script, in which at this point in time of April 2021 was originally written by Orion Uziel, which Craig Mazin would later conduct the first revision, followed by Tony Rettenmeyer and Jewel Taylor, adding even more revisions, and finally, director Eli Roth, who is listed as the person who wrote the current revisions. So filming took place in Budapest, Hungary from April 1st, 2021, ending in June 22nd. Silhouettes of the cast and costume were revealed in June 4th. It wasn't until January 2023 where we received strange news. Tim Miller would be stepping in for an additional 2 weeks of reshoots, with rumors having circulated that Roth was fired and replaced by Miller due to negative test screenings. These rumors were later squashed, with Roth reportedly taking leave to work on 2023's Thanksgiving movie based on the Grindhouse short he made. Oh, and reshoot pages were being scribed by Zach Olszewicz. June 2023, Craig Mazin was confirmed that he was not a credited writer in the film, but also wanted to squash further rumors that he was using a pseudonym, Joe Crombie, to keep his name out of the credits as a writer of the film. Quote, "I am not credited writer on the film, so I cannot claim any kind of authorship of Borderlands, much less co-writing." Unquote. He said in a statement to Variety, quote, "I did see the report about the pseudonym, which is false. I did not use a pseudonym. If the name in the question is indeed a pseudonym, all I can say is, it's not mine." End quote. In the directory for the Writers Guild of America, adding Joe Crombie and Eli Roth and the additional literary materials and writer credits to Aaron Berg, Chris Bremer, Sam Levinson, Zach Olszewicz, Tony Rettenmeyer, Jewel Taylor, Orion Uziel. We have a total of 9 writers involved in Borderlands. For perspective, the last 5 MCU films had around 3 to 4 writers each. Lionsgate would release the first official trailer to Borderlands in February 2024 to mixed reception. Fuel would later be added to the fire on Reddit when IGN's first look on June 7th, 2024 confirmed the rating. PG-13. Stunt coordinator Jimmy O.D. would later confirm in an article that Roth's signature gore style was captured and encouraged in the film, which included limbs removed and heads flying all over the place. But once the rating came, most of it was likely removed in post-production. Also, I had no idea where to put this in the video, but that scene where Claptrap is defecating in front of everyone, yeah, that's Eli Roth's idea, which was inspired by his dog taking a dump outside.
I think that the game is the game, and if you want that experience, you're going to play it. But I think have an open mind and let yourself be taken on a ride.
Keep looking at me!
And also, I just had to read Randy the Bully Pitchford's tweets about the movie. They're hilarious. So let's just start with this nugget. I sincerely do not think the movie stinks. I enjoyed it and I'm super glad that it exists. I don't know if I agree with nothing close to the games, depending on what you mean by that. If you're saying that my friends and I have done a better job with the games than this unbelievable cast and crew of filmmakers did with the movie, I am very flattered and happy to live in that world. I am close to it. It seems about half the people who actually see the movie seem to like it, and half the people who see it don't like it. That's cool. All opinions are valid. The Beatles had more #1 hits than any other band in history, and their hit rate was less than 25%. That's how it is with entertainment. Gotta keep swimming. Another one. I'm just sincerely trying to imagine two identical movies in every way, but one shows some brain matter or shows a dick or has a bunch of fucks in it, and the other does not, and it's the difference between a good movie and a bad movie, and I just can't get there. I mean, I love some gore in the games, I actively work on that, but I cannot figure out what mind needs that in order to parse a story as good. As if it's not possible to be good unless there's a dick or an organ coming out of a body from violence or a bunch of fucks uttered. It's kind of an absurd argument to me, but people like you seem convinced, so I'm trying to understand it with something specific and tangible. I guess you can't help. And my personal favorite. So what you're saying is, you like what my friends and I do with our Borderlands video games even more than you like what some of the biggest and best cast and crew of filmmakers on the planet have done? I'm super flattered. We're working extra hard for you on what's next.
I really can. Actually, it's helping.
Are we really waiting for this to finish?
Keep looking up.
So what did you think of the Borderlands movie? Was it the worst video game movie of all time for you? Let us know more of your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Super Media Runners.